In January 2015, Miss Dixie Hall passed away at the age of 80. The wife of country music Hall of Famer Tom T. Hall, Miss Dixie was beloved the world over as a bluegrass and country music songwriter. And on May 7th, the folks at the Song of the Mountains will remember Miss Dixie with a very special program. And here to preview this loving tribute is Tim White. Tim, appreciate you being here
Thanks
today.
for having me, Chris.
Miss Dixie was one of a kind.
She was, and I got to go down there and basically Tom T. Hall and Miss Dixie would house the musicians. They had an apartment set up. I guess about 20 musicians could stay at any given time right there on their property in Franklin, Fox Hollow, and you'd eat off their table and go out back to the recording studio and record their music and record your music too. They were just it left a big hole in a lot of our hearts that Miss Dixie passed away, but she lived a good full life with her husband Tom T. Hall, and he has handpicked these bands that will be at the Lincoln Theater on May the 7th.
Right.
And he's handpicked the songs that they will be doing, Miss Dixie Hall, and some that he co-wrote with his wife.
His list of songs that he's written is, I mean, if we started naming them right now, we'd be here tomorrow.
We would, and not only his songs, but her songs.
Exactly.
In the bluegrass world, it's just covered up. And they lived, of course, we all know about Tom T. Hall, but Miss Dixie lived, she would eat, breathe, and sleep music all the time. From in the morning till up in the morning to the next day, she'd be working on songs and working out there in the studio.
Well, let's talk about this lineup you got coming up for Song of the Mountains, handpicked, ready to go.
Right. Chris Jones is one of Tom T. Hall's best friends. We had Tom T. on the show a few years ago, and Chris orchestrated his backup band. Chris is going to be there with his band, the Night Drivers. Also, we're going to have the Ridge Runners, a fine group that's going to be their first appearance on the show. Ridge Runners are just fantastic. And then we're going to have also a Larry Stevenson band. Larry's been on the show several years ago. And all of these people, like I said, know their music, know Tom T. and Dixie's music, and every one of them will be doing Miss Dixie songs. And then we're going to have, let's see, who was after Larry Stevenson do we have on this? Oh, Heather Berry and Tony Mabe, her husband Tony Mabe, they're going to be on the show as well. So, and one more group that is going to be there, the Dixie Trio, named after Miss Dixie, with some ladies that were very close to her. So it's going to be a great show. May the 7th at the Lincoln Theater in Marion, Virginia, 7 o'clock start time. And everybody's welcome to come out for this special event, and I urge you to get tickets early at songofthemountains.org.
All right. You got a very special song for us this morning. What are you going to be playing?
I just figured, I'm driving over here from Blunt, Vegas this morning. I was just looking at these mountains, and so I just inspired to do this little piece right here.
All right. Take it away.
My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore. Oh, how I hate to leave you. Oh, how I hate to leave you. Oh, how I hate to leave you, and I never expect to see you anymore. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I never expect to see you anymore. Rock the baby and feed her candy. Rock the baby and feed her candy. Oh, rock the baby and feed her candy. And I never expect to see you anymore. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. and I never expect to see you anymore. Oh, well, thank you very much.